9.
And we are
One, two,
streaming.
five.
And we are streaming.
One.
Hello everybody. I'm Zerift. How are y'all doing? I'm I'm in DMC today. We're doing a
Dots.
Dragonlance 5e campaign. So we've updated Dragonlance to 5e, the campaign setting. And real quick, I do you want me to introduce the world first, or do you guys want to introduce your characters first?
Let's do the world first.
All right.
Give people an overview.
Okay, basically, this play takes place on a world called Kryn, and this campaign takes several years after the War of the Lance, the War of the Souls, and a lot of strange things happen. As soon as the War of the Souls were over and the High Gods, Paladine and Dekesis were gone, things fell into chaos. There was a war that was pure chaos between the gods of light, which are the gods of good, and the gods of darkness and evil. But without real leaders, it was chaos. There was no real leadership, and so forth. And this was known as the chaos years of the war. Now, this is where it gets weird. No one knows how this happened, but suddenly, Dekesis, who was dead, was resurrected, and Paladine, who left his power, was back into power. No one knows how it happened. And people call this the stabilized years of the war, when they had actual leadership and guidance. Matter of speaking, considering Dekesis is pure chaos. So, we take place during this war. And a lot of things have changed and happened, like, for example, the five towers have been four of the five towers have been restored to the wizards, and they built a new one to mimic the Tower of Istar in outside of Salanthus. And those who know, Salanthus is the capital city of the Knights of Slaminia, and the Knights of Slaminia do not trust magic users. However, since it's the white wizards who are in this tower, they approach it by having on outside of the city, which shows they trust it at arm's length. And our adventurers are in Salanthus from various backgrounds and so forth. And basically are invited by one of the Knights of Slaminia to agree to meet with him to talk about a possible mission or quest. Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce your characters? Oh, right. I forgot to mention one more thing. The good dragons have not been seen.
Good to know.
So, other than that, you guys can now start with your characters.
Alright, well, Shergold Dawnspringer is a Kaganesti elf who lived in seclusion in the forests east of Salanthus, and his people kind of felt, sheltered from that outside world, but some Gabonoids and Draconians kind of incurred on their land, so in order to find out more about it, what's going on in the wider world, Shergold traveled stealthily at a normal pace through the forests towards Salanthus, and hopefully can learn more about what's going on in the world.
And those who don't know, a Kaganesti elf is basically like a wild elf or wood elf.
Yeah, good call.
Aaron, you want to go next, or?
Sure. So I'm playing a dwarf, Chunko Darhargar. He's actually a wizard, and I've decided to go Xanathar's War Mage. We'll see how that works out. Obviously, right now I'm not yet a War Mage, but I think at level 2 is when that specialization kicks in. I am one of the wizards of High Sorcery, a white wizard, My deity is Solinari, represented by the silver moon. And I'm from Thor Barden, and I actually have a cousin who's actually in the party with us. That will be Dwareg. But I've also, while the White Tower was being built, the wizard sponsored my study abroad. So I got to sail around various places, as well as just travel and meet people, including including the wild elves and including Shergold as well. And that's about it for me.
Yeah.
I forgot to say, Shergold's a ranger. I realized I didn't.
Yeah.
I never showed what his class was.
And I'm Dwareg Darhargar. Haha. I got more R's in my Darhargar. I am a knight of Solania.
Well, technically, you're
I'm
a squire.
A squire of knight Solania. I'm a wannabe knight of Solania. I'm a fighter. I'm learning to use lances and big swords, and a mighty fighter that is come to the city to become a knight.
All right. Jody, do you want to introduce your character?
Looked in this history. I'm actually reading about Lord's bio real quick, just more information for my spies. But I can do that later. So, I will read you what my bio says, what is known about him of truth. Who I am? I am Orin Wormtongue. I am in peace with the earth. In fact, here we go. I was raised in the ruin of truth. I have deep bonds with the earth, the cold, and the creatures that dwell therein. Between dwarves and the natural inhabitants who live further underground. The abominations who will take up residence underground and prey upon hapless adventurers who may unwittingly find themselves ambushed by them. I have lived a life of seclusion in the ruins of truth with little or no contact. I know very little about civilization and its customs, just what I've heard in passing from the denizens above, about half a mile from my town. Ruins. I lived down there with a big clan of dwarves, by the way, so we talk gossip not too much. In exploring deeper and deeper into the ruins, however, I've uncovered a secret that man was not meant to know. Some level-headed Galamdur heard of this. Now advised me to sally forth deep into the real world again at large, learn the ways and its customs, and find some way of containing this horrible menace. That's it. So I'm a dwarf, that's all I can figure. Kind of like a hermit.
Okay.
So what class are you, Orin? Jody?
I'm a druid.
Oh, druid. Okay.
Okay.
So,
But
the general thought that I have on that is,
real quick,
know what a person's class is.
I need to note that this is a custom age that I've done myself, and so it has some mechanics and story elements from Dragonlance campaign setting, and some liberties I've taken. And I will change up a few items to make them some closer to the source books material, and some closer to the books material, familiar with the Dragonlance books. So just keep that in mind. If you hear something like, that's not how it is in the source book, that's because I'm not following the source book.
I should note here, as a player, I happen to read the Dragonlance saga. I have no familiarity with the campaign world. That's why I'm playing the Hermit, who has also no familiarity with the campaign world.
Okay.
So what may be normally known to people on the top side, I might not know.
Okay. So you all, Oh yeah, you forgot to note how all you all know each other. Like Pete's character and Aaron's character are cousins. Jody. Oh yeah, Jody's character knows Aaron's character because he found him on his studies when he was studying abroad.
I think Dwareg arrested me for for my ignorance of civilized ways shortly after arriving in Salamnus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Suregold knows Chunko, I think, just from his travels through our lands.
Yeah, and they.
I know everybody.
He's a people person. He's a people dwarf.
So you have been invited by a night. Whoops, wrong one. You've been. Oh wait, yeah, it is the right one. You've been invited by Sir Lomarak Blazehelm to his mansion within his summer mansion within the capital city to discuss a quest. Now you guys are all in the city of Salanthus. And is there any place you want to go in particular before you travel to the mansion?
This organized city is sort of frightening to me, so I'm just gonna like hang around. Sorry, forget his name. Dwareg, because he seems to know his way around a city, but this is all just like uncomfortable for Suregold.
Well,
And I'm going to check in with the City Watch.
all right, you check in the city watch. You see a guard there with a scar on his face and a kind of a beer odor his chin. He's like, all right.
Did I work with him in the past?
You probably have, because you used to be a member of City Guard before you were a squire.
Yep.
So he's like, Dorek, what can I do for you?
Just checking in with y'all. See how things are going in the city. If you need any hand in anything, I still can push my influence around occasionally.
He's like, okay, well, it's been peaceful and quiet so far. No, not much trouble except the usual thief and rowdiness in a tavern.
Good. Just remember, I'm in town. We may meet up again at the pub later on tonight.
You're paying.
Oh, yes. Sucks to be a knight. All the extra income.
Okay, so you check the guard. Junko and Oren, what do you want to do? Uh-oh.
I'm gonna follow my
Oh, it's like
cousin
a
around.
guy's Steam stream cut. Is it still showing, Doug?
Mine looks like it's buffering. It's got the little
Oh yeah, it's got the swirly circle.
swirly circle.
What about
Is it back on or?
Looks
Yes,
like it's
it is.
All right, so we're back. All right, sorry about that.
We won! We beat the dragon. We're rich.
Okay, so basically, you didn't miss much. We just, I just asked them what did Junko and Jody's character wanted to do. Oren.
what do I want to do?
Yeah. 1 year before going to the mansion.
How common are dwarves in the city? Dwarves? Are they common?
At least 75% of one group is dwarves.
There is a lot of travelers for the capital, a lot of refugees since there is a war going on. So yeah, you can see some dwarves, some mostly Kaganesti elves, really.
Really?
Yeah, because they're forced out of their homes, they're attacked, and so forth.
I'm looking around and seeing if I see any really strong-looking dwarves that I might be able to to coming along with me on wherever I choose to go.
You see, well, what you mostly see are travelers and refugees. So either are.
I'll ask around and see. Is there a nice cave around here I can pull up in for the night? I don't trust these city inns, you see.
Now, most of these mountain dwarves.
Are they
Okay,
mountain dwarves?
most of these are mountain hill dwarves, and they mostly they're mountain hill dwarves, and they mostly live in the what was it called? Hillsome, I think. Yeah, Hillsome. From Hillhome and Thorbarden. So they're not familiar with like your clan who sleeps in the wilds. So they're more familiar with cities and villages out in the room. So they kind of look at you funny when you ask if there's a cave. They're like, no.
Or something. Yeah. Maybe a nice great hall, but I don't want to sleep in a wooden building tonight. I'm afraid of the fire. Fire could burn it down. Something with a nice strong stone.
They kind of just walk away. Yeah, what is it, Choco?
So, what is there any way we can is there any of us that have heard of Knight Lemric Blaytel and
oh yes, you
maybe
have.
knows his history or background about him, like maybe some insight in terms of like what his likes, dislikes, how we should approach him?
Yes you do. Yes you do. He is as in the hierarchy of the Knights of Islamnia. They're ruled by a Grand Master. Now, the Grand Master is old, and many people don't think he's capable of ruling the Knights of Islamia like they should during this, especially a time of crisis of like this war. So they wish to not usurp him, but to see him retired. And there's 3 heads to the council of each of the Knights ranks of Islamia, which you have at the bottom: the Knights of the Crown, the Knights of the Sword, and the Knights of the Rose. Now, sitting on the council as a head of these 3 orders are the 3 competitors for the Grand Master role. And Lemrak is the head of the Knights of the Rose, which is the highest rank of knights. And he is trying to... it's rumored that he's trying to make a pull or a power play to push himself to Grandmaster. But he is a very firm believer in the Knights of Islamnia. He's not a bad person. He's about as human as anyone else, I guess. So he's very gracious. He's known as a gracious host and so forth. His second in command, on the other hand, is sort of right-hand man. Sir Godfrey Goblinsbane. He is less than he's more intermediate when it comes to people, if you get my drift. He's not quite bad, but he's not quite good either. He believes in the order, but he has sort of this belief of the right hand man has this belief of, sort of like that it should belong to the noble and strong sort of thing.
So Dwareg is not yet a knight, but if he were to become one, what would he fall under? Rose, sword, crown? How would that work? And what is it going to take for Dwareg to become a full-fledged knight?
It would he would have to go for a trial. It would have to be a petition, and they would have to be signed, and he have to be recommended, and he would be presented along with the knight he squires under, which all squires are trained under Knights of the Crown, and then he would go to Knight of the Crown and work his rank up to Knight of the Rose.
So who was the name of that crown knight that that Dwarweg is currently squire to?
I believe that's on his character sheet.
Yep.
Let's see, character sheet, bio, mid-years. I believe her name was. Where is it? Strong bonds. Where is it? Oh, so Syria Strongsword. No, Strongword. My bad. Syria Strongword. She's known as the poet. She's more of known as. She's more known for talking her ways out of situations than actual fighting. Defusing situations and so forth. But she's very elaborate in the arts and so forth. So Doreg knows a lot about the arts and chivalry and all that sort of things, and learned it from her. Do you have any other questions?
So it's kind of a big deal then if we're going to see this.
It's a huge deal, but it's but you find it kind of funny. It's really kind of almost hush hush kind of way. Like he doesn't want too many eyes on you guys.
So it wouldn't be good if I went to the tavern. It's like, oh, I got to get ready for my meeting with the big knight Blatal in a little bit, kind of thing, right?
Yeah, right. That would be a bad idea. So you guys are making yourselves presentable. Actually. Are you all walking through the city right now?
Sure.
All right. So as you walk through the city, you walk and notice people. You notice knights on their horses through the town. And as you're walking through, now there's a few gods that they worship, intermediate gods, but they all worship the high god Paladine. And you notice a statue along the way, right about here. And you've heard, and it's a man in full armor. You don't see his face, but you do know that there's actually. Roll me a religion or history check, all of you.
History, huh? I am equally bad at both of those.
That's or I'm more into history.
I rolled religion because Suregold has had no education.
Okay,
Isolated life.
Chunko. Okay, Chunko, you know that that these, despite being just a statue of the god, a paladine, that they hold some sort of power. It said to any evildoer to touch it would come to harm. So you're so is there anything you want to do before you head to the mansion, or do you want to go
Yeah,
ahead?
let me go touch it.
I would probably remark to Orin, like, man, these city folk, I don't know how they live like this with all these streets and crowded buildings. It's crazy, y'all.
Yeah.
Hold on, that's empty. I'm muted. So yeah, I agree. They build stuff out of fine stone. Look at that. That would go up in seconds with the portals go apply to it.
Stone, or just sleep in a tree limb or whatever. That's what I'm used to.
You don't even touch the earth when you sleep. How can you sleep well?
Oh no, man. You just curl up in a little nook. It's great. Leafy bough. Keeps you safe from all them critters roaming around in the night.
Except the squirrels. You get nibbled on and your toes nibbled on by the squirrels.
They keep your feet warm. So curl up on them. They're like living slippers.
Okay, so you talk a bit. Do you want to head straight to the mansion, or do you want to talk to any citizens, or?
Well, no, I was
Didn't,
going to go up to the statue and touch it.
Yeah. Is the
Okay,
statue that thing to the
okay.
north of us?
Yeah, it's to the east of y'all. It's
That white thing.
Oh, okay. I was looking at the dude in the street.
yeah, this it's right here.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Let's see.
Pardon me, going around. Pardon me, going around.
All right, let's see.
Thankfully, you
Alright,
can
wow.
friendly creature space. It's difficult terrain.
I think. Of course.
What are you doing with this statue?
Is there a guy there next to us? Basically.
Orin, your name changed.
Could it?
Oh, sorry about that.
Or Cracker.
Oh, that was his original name. I'm sorry. I think I
Ah.
did that before he changed his name.
Ah.
Okay. Strangely enough, you feel a kind of warmth when you touch it, but nothing happens.
That's good.
Are you rubbing the statue?
I just touched it. I didn't rub it.
Is that a common custom in these parts?
Peter, your character, you note that as a Squire of the Night Slumma, you do worship Paladine as well.
Paladin?
Paladine. That's his name.
Paladin. Oh, yeah.
Paladine.
Hey, Dwarrick, why am I touching it? Shouldn't you be touching it?
I don't know. Do I worship him enough to touch him?
I was just thinking to myself, dwarves are small, and their hands are touching the statue. The statue is so.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Are we toe height, crotch height? How when we're touching it? We're just...
You're touching his legs because it's on a pillar, or his feet, at least.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's on a pillar or a podium or something. Well, not.
This statue sure is hard.
Pete, when you touch the statue for 1 minute,
Yes, I touched the statue for 1 minute.
You get a +1 to all attacks.
Oh, cool. And there's a person right next to us.
No, it's just citizens, normal people, and knights in armor. So
Just attack, right?
Yeah. There's no evil doers yet. So,
Oh,
do you head to the mansion? Do you want to head to shops? Do you want to do anything before you go, or just go there already?
Should we take a gift or something?
you could take
Let's
it.
take the
You don't
statue.
think it's necessary, but it would be a nice courtesy if you did.
Let's bring the statue in with us.
I'll pull a little piece of like a discarded like a wood chunk that I'd picked up on my way through the forest and just absentmindedly use my woodcarver's tools to whittle a little representation of this statue. Maybe this fellow would like that. A little tchotchke to put on his fireplace mantle.
So I guess you all head to the mansion. All right. Let's see.
Mansion.
Here we go.
Ancient.
Yeah, the sooner we can get on with this, hopefully move out of this confining city.
Okay.
Yes. I want to be one.
So you,
want to be one with.
as you head to the mansion, you see lattice hedges, some beautiful trees in rows, blooming flower petals, and as you walk through, it's really beautiful. And you see this mansion with guards, and you see this one guard greet you, who goes, "Ah, we've been expecting you, Squire Duergar."
Greetings, passing through, coming through. Hello, good day.
Important meeting.
We've come to see the Lord of the. We've come to see the Lord of the house.
What else have you picked? Babies?
He says, he stops you and goes, "Ah, you will want to meet with Sir Godfrey,
Who?
who is waiting for you at the stairs at the front of the house."
He's the one they call
Who
Gatlin
won?
Bane, right?
Goblin's Bane, yes.
Why? Yes, I spot him right over there. Let's go on. Let's carry on. Somehow I walked over the wall.
I'm gonna remain wary just because, like, passing into these gates and such kind of makes me feel even more closed in.
Good day,
Like
my lord.
passing under him, like.
I'm not very fond of someone
What
whose
a
name is
fine,
Goblin.
beautiful day it is, my lord.
So as
It's like
you,
being in the great outdoors.
so as you pass through this area, you see a great statue of the knight in the front, and then you see two stairs, and you see these guards, and beside these two guards, you see this man, and Duergar, you know this man as Sir Godfrey.
Greetings, my lord.
And he puts his arm on fist on his chest, and he bows, and he says, "What was that phrase again? For honor was my life," or something like that.
I give him my high rule salute, or whatever it is.
All right. And he says, "Yeah, I think it's for honor is my life." And he says, "For honor is my life." And then you recite the same thing, and that's the motto of the Knights of Solamnia.
Sore armor is my knight. Well, what?
He's still
Sore-
learning.
Yeah, and he goes,
Sore armor, I got in the night.
and he goes, we'll be expecting you, and allow me to lead you to the office of the Lord Lamarak, or Lamarak, or what was his name was?
Can I be Dwarreg's hype man? Yeah, here is Dwargon! Dwarreg in the house, y'all.
Just muttering, I say. Breath.
All right.
Gobble.
So yeah, you're now and the
Good day, sir.
you see a butler there waiting for you in the foyer, going, "Ah, good evening, gentlemen. Can I give you any refreshment?"
Ah, yes, a fine cup of tea would be excellent.
Ale, if you've got any.
I think we have a barrel in the basement.
Just
And
water
you,
for me.
Ah, of course. And he looks at
Ask
the
your finest brandy. A cask of your finest brandy.
and he goes, "Ah, yes, I'll be back with your refreshment soon."
A wagon of your finest ale.
So Godfrey leads you through the hall, and
Does he talk like Gilbert Godfrey?
no.
My honorable lord is ready to meet you.
I'm still muttering under my breath. Goblin lives matter.
So he leaves. So he leads you up the stairs, and Pete, you notice that this man has a mustache.
Shiny sword.
Yeah, he has a mustache.
A blaze helm?
And and you are brought to here. He takes you top the stairs and takes you into this office where you see a older man with graying hair, a mustache, and he's looking at a book, an old book that looks like to be an old journal, rusted away for time. And whoops. And
Jeez, you got enough maps?
sorry about
He's really
that.
showing off those maps. Look at those mapping skills.
Yeah, and he.
Why'd the room just didn't get so big?
So
This place is obviously
he's looking out the window and he's like, "Sir Godfrey, shut the doors." And he shuts the doors and he looks around, make sure no one's watching. The guards are on guard. It's like, "Good evening, gentlemen. I hope your journey here was fair."
Yeah, I'm able to travel stealthily at my normal pace out in the forest, so it was a-okay.
And you hear a knock on the door. "Your refreshments, sir." And he opens the door, and your guys are greeted on a card. Each of your refreshments. You're going to find brandy, Orin. Durgar, you're given a cup of tea. And an ale to Chunko. And a water in a very elaborate cup for Suregold. And
Thank you kindly.
And he's like, "If you just anything, don't please hesitate to ask." And the door's shut, and they quickly lock the doors.
Hey!
I don't like that.
They lock from the inside or from the outside?
From the inside.
Oh, okay.
And
I was going to have to replace my tea with beer if beer is available. I was just being polite.
It's 10 a.m., you guys. I just had oatmeal like 30 minutes ago.
yeah, so
Yeah, we're on Dwarvish now. Yeah.
So he comes over and sits at his desk. And
Just like, we're on Dwarvish time, y'all. You may have had your first breakfast, but we're on our fourth round.
he comes and sits at his desk, and he sits at his desk, and he puts his
That's a pretty
arms
big
like
chair. Can more than one dwarf squeeze onto that chair?
We can try. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So you both sit in the chair, and he puts his hands like this, and puts on his head over, so he's like. So I imagine you gentlemen are wondering why I've called you here.
Yeah, it had crossed my mind.
I was gonna finish my beer first before I asked, but yeah.
I am in the employ of the Knights of Solania. I will come whenever you call.
If I don't finish my brandy now, then I'll miss my fifth.
Kind of gives Durgar a nod, and he goes, "As you know, during the age of chaos during the war, was first started at its roots, a lot of precious information was lost. Our knowledge, so forth, everything was nearly eradicated. We had to build things new if so much was lost. We have inquired information about something that can possibly aid us."
An unspeakable horror rising in the bowels of the roots of truth. Oh, sorry. It was a bad dream I had.
Anything to stop the
He
growth
kind
of
of gives
the...
you a stern look, and Orin, and so does Sir Godfrey. Sir Godfrey.
Oh, is Godfrey in here too? Okay.
Yeah,
Is that him on the left
he's
there?
like, And Sir Godfrey
I'm
said,
gonna whisper. I'm gonna whisper, not so softly. I wonder if Dwarg will get sponsored now.
Oh,
and
Oh, like for knighthood?
yeah,
sponsor is supposed to do healthy fertility drink.
and Sir Godfrey says, "You would be wise to listen." And
All right.
Sir Lomarak puts his hand up and he's like, "It is fine. We are all friends here." As you know, the current Grandmaster is not as strong as he used to be.
Well,
And as for the other two candidates who are competing for the Grandmaster, well, the head of the Knighted Sword, she is a bit too headstrong. And the leader of the leader of the Knights of the Crown is, well, let's just say he's a bit too green.
He's a bit too what? Green?
Green.
Grim?
Green.
Oh, green.
And,
So at this point, I want to ask. I'm gonna whisper to Orin. I was like, "You think that's true?"
oh yeah. Actually, Pete's character knows that there's a bit of truth to that. That she's the knight of the head of on the council who sits in the head for the Knights of Sword. It's always been very brutish, always charging into battle head first sort of kind of person. The one who sits in the council for Knights of the Crown is always tends to stutter when he speaks.
Okay.
So there is a bit of truth to that. So as you rumors have heard, I am trying to make a move to become Grandmaster. I need a few things with me to make this power play possible. The right people, the right people, the right resources, and he kind of emphasizes on that, and the right people in place. Now, I've been watching you, Duergar. Though you may seem a bit naive at times, I know that you're not as naive as you seem, as spoken by other people.
You're talking about my cousin, right?
Well, he's trying
No,
to
he's
pay him
talking
a
about
compliment to what other people say about him, as opposed
About
to
my cousin?
Yeah, a lot of people say things about, Duergar, you know that mostly the knights have always been humans, and some people within the order don't approve of other races joining, but it is under a special exception, like in Duergar's case, that they can earn a squireship and earn a chance at knighthood for doing great deeds.
So I say, here, Knight Blaytail. I agree. My cousin's always been special.
So,
Hey,
agreed. And if you do this small errand for me, which will take you on a far travel, I will see you not appointed as a Knight of the Crown, but a Knight of the Rose.
Ooh, that's like a double promotion, right?
Yeah, that's a high
He's in
honor.
face.
Or triple promotion.
And he does have somewhat the authority to do it. So, he also goes, but you all will not be unrewarded. I do believe that we do need the use of the mages, and I do not enjoy how they've been kept at arm's length. So I would like to have a liaison between the knights and the wizards. A high honor or a position, and I would like you, Chunko, to possess that position.
Knight Blaytail, thank you for entrusting us and with giving us this sensitive information. I will also admit that I too have had aspirations for becoming the Mage of the White Tower at some point. So I would greatly appreciate this as well, and I appreciate the chance, the opportunity you're presenting.
But first things first, you still need to accomplish this task to because this is a retrieval of a resource that I will need among my resources to make this all possible. I cannot do this until I am Grand Master. So, but you will all get rewarded. I understand most of your people are forced out of your home. I will see to it that your home was returned, Suregold.
Yeah, as I say, Suregold probably this whole time's listening and finishing his carving. Well, the name of Goblin's Bane is known even in the remotest parts of Lemish, where I come from, and I'll set on his desk like a carved wooden rose that I've been whittling on the way here, and I say, if your aim is to put a stop to this spread of evil and these goblinoid incursions and dragons, and then that and the opportunity to work with Goblin's Bane is my honor, my duty.
Well, this
people.
is
So thank you.
Goblin's Bane is his right hand man. This is Blazehelm.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, my character would probably
And
be more impressed by that
Goblin's
guy. 'Cause
Bane,
he
he
hates
just
that.
gives you a nod, and he's like, "Well, that's much appreciated." Though I
That's right, we're
don't.
kissing up to all the players. Kissing up to all the players.
Well, I hate goblins, so a guy named Goblin's Bane is like, ooh, this guy seems pretty cool.
So he goes to Orin. I don't know what I can give you, but whatever I can offer you and your people, I'll do what I can for you.
Well, see, I'm new to the world. I've lived in the ruins most of my life, and I need to learn much about the world and to establish a network of contracts for my own small tasks. So just no knowledge of the world and becoming more better in tune with the world beyond the ruins. That's all I see.
He wants a city condo and also a getaway cave.
He kind of raises an
That's
eyebrow.
after.
He raises an eyebrow. Quite.
Yeah,
But now, I apologize for his secrecy, but I feel that one of these resources is important. And as you know, Knights of Solamnia do not approve of magic, but what I have you to acquire is indeed magical. And he puts his hand on the old journal. This is a journal.
What?
This is a journal belonging to a old wizard or a wizard. Or how should I say, of the lesser liked robes.
Lesser light robes.
Basically, those you know about the Towers of High Sorcery know that the robes are split into three parts. White robes represent good, red for neutral, and black for evil. And so you're pretty sure he's talking about a black robe wizard.
You have forbidden knowledge there? Is that what you're saying?
Not forbidden knowledge, no. Any shows you an image in the journal. Let's see.
Ooh, she looks pretty cute.
I can't read.
It's a picture. See a picture of a lady, and she has no clothes on.
Are you seeing a picture? Oh, it's probably a little shared thing here.
Yeah, I just put it up.
Mysterious item?
Yeah, mysterious item, that's it.
That looks like a mysterious item.
And he shows you a picture in the journal, and he goes, "Now, this is a orb with black mist. Now, you remember there are several magic orbs in this world, but this one has black mist swirling inside it. I need you to retrieve this." And it was thought to be, it was stolen from this wizard's journal, said it was stolen from one of the wizard towers, and placed in a hidden ruins known as Twindle, down in the deep depths of the deserts, south of Ansalon. Now, I want you
It's a
to...
desert.
Desert, you know what... Well, you've heard of deserts. They're basically...
What? I
endless,
mean, I have an 8 intelligence, and I've been living in a forest my whole life.
Oh, you've probably
I know
heard
what a
stories. You probably heard stories about deserts. They're endless sands.
No
and so forth.
trees and no
Okay, so
soft earth beneath your feet. This is a mighty quest.
the campaign worlds are blending together into one. No.
It's called the
Did it
Desert of
come from the
Desolation.
desert?
Wait, is that a Christmas tree in the background? Big, very giant Christmas tree?
And
Squeezing into the door.
he notes that this is a item that will be used to aid the war effort. But I need you to retrieve this
Yeah, but
and bring it back.
so you don't. How can we know don't twist the people who hold it to horrible evil and cause them direct devastation upon the land? I mean, we need to keep the balance in the land, don't we?
Yes, but this... I must be frank. I do not trust any of the Knights of Solamnia with this quest because you never know who's working for who. There's all this political intrigue within the Knights, so I can't trust them. But I know I can trust a new squire such as yourself, Duergar, and your companions.
What, are we hobbits?
Can I ask him if I
You
can
trust
study
me, sir.
the book?
We got no skin in the game, in other words.
He kind of moves it closer to him, and he's like, I will tell you all I can about this item.
It's like a Christmas good, but for Halloween.
But he notes that actually, if you want, you could roll a Arcana or History check.
Yeah, I duffed my Arcana check. I rolled a 9.
All right, you don't know anything about this item.
Suregold don't even know what those two words mean. Arcana?
Yeah, but you can, if you want, roll a History check because you probably know history about it.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Who knows, maybe.
I duffed that even
I got
harder.
a third.
Oh,
Oh, man! That does remind me of something.
So what you know is, strangely enough, nothing. But that's what tells you what this item is in itself, because either this item is something fairly new or something very old.
Well, I have been interested in the War of the Lance, and I knew enough that they needed powerful artifacts to help them. Maybe this is our chance to make that same kind of impact on this
Can
current
I tell what
conflict.
kind of book he's got?
It's a journal. It's a
journal.
it's a wizard's journal, and it's old. It's tattered. Now he was going to reclaim this from Twindle, but he died before he could retrieve it. So it's been sitting there all this time.
So what about some of the other books that are kind of sitting around? Can I tell what is some of? Is there like a common theme that he's got?
No. Sadly enough, they're just books
It's
on
a
honor,
Necronomicon,
chivalry,
How to Raise the Dead.
how to sell your soul on a buyer's market.
How to
Just
win
normal
friends and
stuff.
influence people? 7 habits of highly effective knights.
Yeah. So it's just no. I can't express you enough that there are ears everywhere, and that there may be another knight. One of these other knights may try to make a power play and try to take it from you. But I have worse news, I'm afraid. Someone else is also after this item. And it is one of the Dragon High Lords. Now, all you guys know since the war is that the leaders of the armies and rulers of each of the dragons are called Dragon High Lords. Well, for the Chromats, anyways. And their armors are color-coded to each of the dragons. And so to have a Dragon High Lord after something means they want something.
Maybe an acid control thing.
Well, we definitely can't let this thing fall into their hands,
So-
no matter what it is.
Is there a way that Sir Godfrey here can help? I understand that you may not want him directly helping us to draw attention, but is there a way that Sir Godfrey or other people allied with you could run interference on our behalf against these other factions that are making a play for the same device?
I can only send you on a route that does not leave you suspicious. You can say you're going to Thorbarden to introduce Orin to the people of the mountains, or say you're going to visit family. But I've set up a route that doesn't draw suspicion. You'll have to go to Portugal, to where a ship will be waiting to take you all the way to the other side, where you'll probably travel to Solus and then travel there to Thorbarden if you wish, or through Qualinesti if you wish, or to Tarsus.
It's like a magical, mystical vacation. Yay!
But I cannot
So,
urge you
but I'm
enough.
still
Do not tell anyone of your quest, and do not tell anyone about this item.
I understand, but is there some way that you or Sir Godfrey can help maybe delay or otherwise hold off these Dragon High Lords, or otherwise find out more about their whereabouts?
It's very
Yeah, I
difficult
can
to
see that.
say,
We're just-
saying that they're mostly all on the move in different locations, so it's hard to tell which one it is that's after.
So we're starting from behind, huh?
Yeah,
They're already-
maybe. So
Yeah, I'm just seeing. We open the door to the great chamber that holds us, and there's the Dragon Lord going, "Zoink! Got it first."
Well, we should probably get moving if they're already heading for this thing.
and he kind
Let's
of
talk about travel expenses.
It's already been arranged. For each town and city you travel to, you will be given 200 gold for your entire party. That splits. So I will take care of some of your travel expenses.
And I put a hand on Shanko's shoulder and be like, "Don't worry, man. When I forage, I find twice as much food as anybody normally would."
So
What about
between
maybe better
towns.
equipping us?
I'm afraid I can't do that, or I would draw suspicion. You have to take care of your own equipment. Also, any items you find that are worth any value is yours to sell. To collect any gold you find will be yours. Any magic items other than this orb is yours.
So we need to make haste to Pax Tharkus and beat these guys to get in that thing.
Not Pax
Sounds
Tharkus,
good.
Twindle.
Twindle, twindle, here we come.
I only got an 8 intelligence, man. It's down that way, though, right?
Yeah, it's down that way.
I'm just tagging along, guys.
So
Well, hey, man,
he's,
if it helps,
as
the effort.
he everyone gets up and he's meeting, he's like, "Wait, there's one more thing.
What's up?
Do not try to activate the item."
I wouldn't think of it.
Well, what if it could happen? The entire universe collapses in on it? Nah, I don't get a problem.
I cannot express that enough, and I thank you for your time. So, as you're all done, do any of y'all want to say anything, ask any questions, or?
I'm starting to sober. I'm starting to sober up here. I need to catch up on my 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th rounds of the daily meals.
So he
Their second breakfast. Have we got second breakfast coming anytime soon?
so he
Anyone we're supposed to meet when we get there?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
he says he'll take care of your travel expenses and the route he's painted. He's set up rooms for you all each of the way. So
In a wooden building? In a wooden
But
building?
but when we get there, is there anyone we're supposed to meet there?
when you get to Twindle,
They're ruins, aren't they?
yeah, the ruins. They're basically, it's hidden in these ruins by this wizard who stole it from a wizard's tower. So he's
No,
basically
okay.
asking
Are there
you
any-
to bring it back to the Knights of Salamia.
Are there any
Or to-
credentials or other things that we might want to have to help us along the way?
Certified
He
letter
gives
from you
you
that says
a small little note, and on it is his seal, and he goes, "This is for the captain in Captain Dalamar in the
Belmar.
down." I'm just making up as I go.
I know. The
Dalamar.
Dark Elf?
Dalamar. Oh, damn, that is Dalamar.
Hey, man. So what? Maybe it's, I'm sure there's more than one in the world.
Yeah, Dalamar. Okay, Captain Dalamar. To take you to, he'll take you by ship to the other side.
He's at the protocol?
Porto call. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and if there's no other questions, gentlemen,
As long as it's not the Porto Potty. That place was a dump.
Yeah, I'm just anxious to get out in the open, man. All this paperwork and streets and pavement freaking me out.
Yeah, so if there's no more questions, I thank you for your time. So as you guys all get up and leave, I assume that's what you're doing?
Uh-huh.
Sure.
You go back to here, and as outside the gates is... whoops, wrong one. Outside the manor, you... Durgar, you see someone you recognize.
Hello.
And you
Milady?
recognize her as your mentor, Syria, the poet.
Milady Syria. Nice to meet you.
It's a cool.
Dude, she's hot. You gotta introduce me to her.
Shh. She's taken.
She just kind of laughs, with a giggle, and she goes, Is it true? Are the rumors true? Is he going to really promote you tonight? Good.
It's possible. We'll see how our mission goes.
I have a
What mission is that? We're not on a mission.
My dear squire, I have a special bottle waiting for your arrival to knighthood of wine that we can probably drink together, toast to your journey to knighthood.
Why? Thank you, my lady. Thank you very much. It will be an honor to drink with you on the grand achievement.
So, how you doing, milady?
So this is your cousin you told me about, the wizard.
Yes, he's
You
he's supposed to be
You've been
very
asking about
smart,
me.
much smarter than me. I'm just skilled with the sword or the axe.
So as you're chatting along, you hear this great roar and screech from the sky.
Anybody hear that?
I have an arrow knocked immediately. And I'm
You
ducking
see,
behind that bush.
you see a ton of dragons flying through, circling in the sky over Salanthus,
What the hell, man?
and they're
Duck.
different colors: blue, blue, red, black. It looks like almost all the Dragon Lord High Lords are here.
I am in the bushes.
It looks
Yeah.
like what now,
Aeronaut scanning
Michael?
the
It
sky.
looks like all the Dragon High Lords are here in their dragons, and they're laying siege to the city, and everything is burning. You see.
That's good. If they're here, that means that they're not where we want to be.
Yeah, let's get
Let's
on it.
hightail it.
Man, take cover! What are you
And
guys
Godfrey
doing?
says, "Quickly, go! Hurry! Leave the city!"
To the city.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm talking to the
And-
lady here.
And you see some of these guys get burned by a dragon flying over sky while Sir Godfrey ducks.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
that's
dash.
unfortunate.
Yeah, and so there's fires everywhere, and so you hurry out and you travel through the town.
Wait a minute. What about the hot night?
She goes, "Hurry, hurry! I'll hold them off as best I can."
Yeah, I'm just booking it for
It's
the
nice knowing you.
town, man.
It's nice knowing you. Thanks for sponsoring me.
Thanks for sponsoring me. Nice knowing you.
Right.
Call me as I get dragged away.
So as you
Man, I was gonna ask her for her number. Those damn dragons. Now I'm really upset.
New sending stone. Who dis?
yeah, and so as you travel through the city, you see a goblin in front of your path, or a hobgoblin.
I'm gonna lay an arrow into him the second I see it.
So roll for attack.
Sure.
Hobgoblin lives matter too.
And everybody roll initiative. All right. How did I put the?
That's not what I wanted to do. Short sword. That's what I meant to do.
Okay. Click on the longbow and.
Oh
roll
my
for
gosh!
damage. Roll for damage.
All right. I hate goblins, y'all.
I mean,
Our
click
friend
on
from
the
down
longbow.
Oops.
I'll do it. 10 damage. You killed the goblin instantly, but stay in initiative.
Yeah, I forgot how you roll initiative. I'm sorry. I know you gotta select the guy, and then what do you do?
Click initiative. How do I
On
set
your
up the bar?
Oh, it's
thing
on your sheet. Sorry.
for initiative?
You haven't tied the characters to our character sheets, I don't think.
Doesn't look like it, yeah.
Yeah, how do I bring the thing up? The
Should be an initiative tracker on the left hand side in the toolbar,
initiative tracker. Which one is that? The dice?
like the one of the bottom ones, I think.
Dice roller.
Dice.
No, it's dice roller. It's a ruler.
It's the clock icon.
Oh,
The clock icon?
okay.
Yeah, he has a clock icon.
Oh, because he's the
Yeah, we don't have it.
the dungeon
Alright.
master.
All right. Yeah, you're all in here. Let's roll for the goblins. Character sheet. Roll. Initiative. Where's initiative?
I was looking at the gear on the character. To get
All
the
right. How do I roll for initiative? Oh, initiative. 11.
I thought you died.
But there may be more enemies around. You're not sure.
Okay.
So, and you also take note that there are 2 statues of Paladine. Right here and here.
Touch one, Pete.
Yeah. Which way do we want to go to get out of the city? Like south, north, east, or west? Like, what's the ideal?
Let's
Yeah.
go south,
Okay.
southeast, because I wouldn't mind swinging by the White Tower on the way out.
I meant off this map, though, like down this south street here. Is that our ideal thing?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Have you decided which way you want to go?
We want to go south.
Oh, all right. I got to put you guys in order. No, it's backwards. All right. This is very.
There's
hard.
a sort button on there.
Oh, a sort button.
Yeah.
There you go.
Where is it? Is
I think
it
it's in the gear icon or something.
Sort. Ascending.
Other way.
Other way, yeah. Descending.
There you go.
Yeah, all right. Okay, so the goblins. Gosh. All right, I guess I'll drag the goblin.
Hate goblins, man.
All right, I can't.
Yeah, it looks
get
like
the-
Jody's character name doesn't match his icon.
On the gear icon, you can just add something manually.
Okay.
You can add a new item.
Add. Okay, add
And you just type a name and then give it a number.
goblin. Round calculator 11. All right. Is it in there? No. No, never mind. It's.
You can give it a number too. If you click on the number, you can change it.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So there's a goblin. Rolled 11, so they'll go. Before Duergar and so forth, and so Suregold, what do you want to do?
Okay, so the goblin that's directly across from us is the one I shot and killed, right?
Right, it's dead.
People, bodies here, are they dying or dead?
Dead.
Or
Dead.
they're clearly like
Dead.
expired.
Yeah.
They're dead, Jim. Damn it, Jim, I'm an adventurer, not a doctor.
I am going to move to here. Sorry. Wrong button. Oop. To there. And
Okay,
that was 25 feet.
as you
Do I
move over there,
see any other goblins?
As you move
Yeah.
over there, you are given an opportunity attack by a goblin that was hidden
Hey,
In the bushes?
right there and shoots you with his short bow.
Sure.
Goblin shoots with his short bow. And crits.
Okay.
So you take 1d6. So
And he goes down.
We just lost the healer.
I'm a ranger, man.
You got some healing spells, don't you?
Not at first level.
Oh, that's right.
you
You know how to
take 8
shoot different
damage.
bow.
How much?
8 damage.
Okay. Alright, so that was his attack, and I did most of my moves. So, right in the square adjacent to me,
Yeah.
I'll drop my bow and pull out one of my short swords and stab at him.
All right.
Back.
You get an attack of opportunity on him.
Oh!
Oh, I know. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah. He
Oh,
crit.
I got a crit.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
you
got
got
a
a
crit.
Nice.
Crit back at you.
Do you want me to roll the damage or?
Yeah, sure. I hit the wrong button. Sorry.
Let's see, 6 + 1, so 7 damage. How do you want to kill it?
Well, I was gonna say because it's a crit. So yeah, I come around and he's probably at a ready to action shot me with an arrow. I'm like, and I just drop my bow and in the same motion whip out one of my swords and just like stab him right through the chest. And then I look back to my companions and say, "Come, this way. There may be others hiding in the streets though." And I will just not use the rest of my move. I'll just sit there and kind of scan the area so my companions can move past me safely.
I guess you can roll a perception check
Okay.
if you're scanning the area.
Sure. There we go.
You notice 2 goblins behind you. One over here, and one over here.
I didn't see where you...
Oh, wait, am I in the GM layer? Yeah. Oh, all right. One over here, and one over here.
Alright, so I'll shout that to them. Quickly, come this way. Watch out, there's 2 more to the north of the crossroads. And that's it. That's my turn.
Who's next?
I don't know, the little initiative thing disappeared.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's right. It did disappear.
Oh, there it is. Looks like Dwareg.
Yeah,
Show us that fighter stuff.
You see you were, because it was pointed out, there's a goblin right next to you, and you see him. Hold on a second, let me go to GM layer real quick, and token layer.
Aha!
So,
Your lad is going to die.
you do remember about the statue of Paladine, that they can do damage to evil, and that they can boost you up 1 ace. Since you are between the statue and the goblin, just letting you know, FYI.
I don't understand.
Touch the statue.
You remember the
Give
statue
it a
when you
quick
touch
touch.
it and it gives
Okay,
you
I'll touch the
+1.
statue again.
But you also remember it can also hurt anything evil. Say a goblin.
I don't understand. I don't understand what you're talking about.
He's saying if you shoved it into the statue, it might not be good for the goblin.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna kill the goblin.
Or I just killed the goblin.
Yeah.
So the 15 hit?
15 just hits.
Actually, it's 16 because I have a +1, right?
Right.
Look at them all. Look nice.
How do you want to kill it?
10 bludgeoning.
How do you wanna-
Smack his head into his vertebrae, through his spine, down through his balls.
Okay, yeah, you smack the head in. So
And with the backswing, you touch it to the statue.
so that's your turn.
I could still move. He's dead, right?
Yeah, he's dead.
I move up.
Into the bushes.
Okay.
Actually, I can move up this way.
All right, Chunko, what do you want to do?
Okay, is this guy still up?
No, he's dead.
Okay.
That's why the X is over him.
There's no X over him.
Oh,
Yeah, we see no.
you don't see an X?
It's on the wrong layer.
Oh,
There you go.
yeah. There you go.
He did.
All right. So there's this guy right here, right? Is there any others?
Nope, that's just him.
All right. Let me firebolt his. A 9 will miss.
Yeah, that's going to miss. Oh, yeah, the initiative tracker.
Well, at least the city's already on fire, so nobody will notice one more.
A straight firebolt.
Wait, why are you in initiative twice? Oh, never mind. So you miss. So I guess that's all you're gonna do for this turn.
Yeah, that was my movement, and it was
Alright.
my action.
Orin, it's your turn.
My turn?
Yeah.
Be careful, man.
Look, so I'm gonna move. Miss. You gonna miss. Up to here. I see the goblin who's still up.
The goblin right there beside you is dead.
Yeah, the one that Dwareg is squaring up against. Yet lives.
Actually, you're looking pretty bad down there, right? So.
Dead, but,
Found it. Just a little small complication.
on a scale of 1 to 11, I'm like a 3.
Okay. So let's see what I can get for you. Be healed, my son. Be healed. I have my character sheet popped out of the actual Roll20 page. So
There's an icon in the upper left-hand side, I believe.
Oh man, I don't know what that word was, but I feel pretty good.
It's called Budweiser.
Thanks, man. I'll have to try this Budweiser.
That's why it's only 3 points healed instead of like that.
Okay.
It's not an artisanal craft ale.
All right, and we're back to the top of the initiative order with Suregold.
Well, that was just the healing word. That's bonus action. He still has an action.
Oh yeah, you still have an action. What else do you want to do?
Okay, maybe I'll throw a hammer at the goblin. Light hammer is considered a throwing weapon, right?
Light hammer. I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, light hammer has a thrown. I think it's 20 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, 20 feet.
It can.
All right. You throw the hammer and
You can you can use a cantrip. Yes.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Frostbite. Make him feel a little cold. So Constitution save on it. 2 points of cold damage.
And he'll have disadvantage on his weapon attack if he fails.
Did you see the spell card, or do I need to
he fails.
pop it in?
He fails.
So he has
So he took 2 points of cold.
So he takes 2 cold damage, and he's
He'll have disadvantage on his next attack
Yeah, I'm trying to.
if he's still up.
Here.
So he's down to 5. And he has 3 frostbite.
No, 2. 2 was original.
All right.
Just trying to figure out how.
So he fails his Constitution save, and he has disadvantage on his next attack. And we go back to the initiative, top of the initiative order with Suregold.
Okay. Am I able to fire my bow at him, or is there too many people in the way?
It, so I guess I would
Yeah, no,
say,
I mean, I could use my move to pick it up, I guess. Is that how it works?
I think you can use a bonus action to pick it up. But
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would do that.
No,
Am I able to...
I believe it's free action, actually.
free action?
Oh, yeah, that's why
I
the
think
disarm things always
think it's,
criticize, because it's like they can just pick it right back up.
I think he'll have to drop whatever the weapon he has in order for it to be able to pick up
Okay.
the bow.
Oh, yes.
I can't just sheath it real quick?
You can't just stash it. You can't just stow it. You have to drop it.
Okay. Well, I'll do that. I'll just bend down, set it down, pick up my bow, and fire at the remaining goblins.
All right.
I can't take careful aim. I don't want to hit Dwareg.
15 will hit it. 15 will hit. And you
Wait,
do
what?
8.
Oh, I did. Yeah, 8 piercing.
damage. Yeah, you. How do you want to kill it?
As I'm gonna kind of match Dwareg as he's defensively doing a little fancy footwork and shoot an arrow right under his arm that goes right into the goblin's chest, and he falls down. All the icy frost around him shattering on the ground.
All right. With the last goblin dead, you now are out of initiative, and you can now escape.
Alright, I'd be like, be careful though, there might be more of these things in the alleyways.
So
Come on, guys, let's get going.
So as you all go down that alleyway, I'm assuming you're all going down that alleyway?
Yep.
Yeah, that was my intention. Warily, arrow knocked,
Whoops.
looking both ways as I come to these things.
Yep.
Anything down there?
You find yourself on the road path, and then you are all of a sudden, you don't see anything.
A sea of blood.
It's red from the flames. And then
Okay.
all of a sudden you see This is gonna take a while.
Oh man.
You can. I think you can select them all by doing an area select, then move to layer.
Oh, okay.
Keeping the same initiatives, or we want to roll again?
I think we'll have to roll again.
I guess we'll, to save time, we'll keep initiatives.
Okay.
And...
Oh, I don't like the look of that eye token.
Let's turn around. Let's go.
Are you sure this is the only way out of the city?
It is so far because as debris or rubble collapse of the buildings behind you, you have to go for these guys, and what you see is a bunch of goblins. You see a bunch of goblins with a goblin mage, and what you see is a blue dragon flying above, just blowing its breath around, not really targeting anyone, but it does something strange to the ground. Every time he blows his breath, he electrifies the ground, so to speak.
Oh no.
So, and you can all roll a nature check.
Okay.
I'm just duffing my rolls today.
Ooh,
Dar.
An orange?
Dar, you
Drum
know
roll?
this electricity, because of the ground, is not strong enough to hurt anybody, but it is enough to paralyze them or stun them. And either all of their movement or half their movement.
All right.
Is it stunning the goblins?
No, it's just stunning anything that touches that area in the ground.
What area is it? Just like, is there anything right now that's affected by that?
Whoops. I forgot to change layers again. Whoops.
Cool, man.
Whoops.
Oops.
Yeah.
The DM is stunned by the blue dragon.
Yeah. Yeah. So the ground is electrified a bit. So we'll go back to top of the initiative. Suregold.
What's the weather
No,
conditions?
wait. It would be Dwarag's turn, wouldn't it?
Let's just reroll initiatives.
Yeah, let's just redo initiative.
Okay. Do I exit out, or do I hit the arrow or the X to get out of initiative?
I'm not sure if either does it, right? I'm not quite sure.
Move all turns, clear list. There we go, clear list. Now roll for initiative.
I just rolled a 15.
Did you remember to click on your token when you roll initiative?
Yes, I did.
I probably did.
Oh, there's Dwarag.
I can't select it.
Really?
You're in
Oh,
the
I'm in the
ruler.
wrong tool. Yeah.
And I've changed names again.
Peter, you are the roll 20 master.
What was that?
I said, Pete, you're the roll 20 master.
Yeah, I spent like 3 weeks learning it.
It is appreciated.
So, little elf, what do you think we ought to do? Pepper them with arrows.
All right. So, is the street just wide open? There's no cover anywhere.
No, but it does look like the buildings around you are on fire pretty bad.
Yeah. So there's nowhere to hide.
So, how about what's the weather conditions currently, and also what are they wielding? Are they wielding ranged weapons or melee weapons?
You see 2 goblins with ranged weapons, 5 with melee weapons, and 1 mage.
So we can tell he's
Target the
what, has he
page.
got like robes and a
Yeah,
crooked staff.
Yeah, he's got a crooked staff, Black Rogue.
Shoot at him.
So have you arranged our turn orders yet?
It's a oh yeah. Let's see.
We're still missing a few.
I think we're missing Jody.
Yeah, Jody. And
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
we're
it's
missing
not
the
there.
goblins. The bad guys.
yeah.
And also the
Oh,
bad guys, yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait. Whoops, wrong one again. All right. Let's see. Which roll?
Make sure you select the guy with the lowest dexterity.
Yes, definitely.
Yes. And Jody still got lower.
He's a druid. He doesn't need to go first.
All right. So.
Take your foul magics back to whatever hole you climbed out of, Goblin.
All right.
I'll
So
shoot an
that's
arrow at the mage.
the mage will use his reaction to cast shield,
Okay.
which I believe raises his AC up
5. Bad by 5.
by 5. So it'll be.
I rolled a 17.
It would require a 20 to hit him.
Wow.
No, wait. Wait. This goblin. 15. Yeah, raises up 15. Yeah, 17 will hit.
Oh, sweet.
It's a mage. Yeah.
You click on the word longbow.
Oh, okay. I kept clicking on the damage. That's like the, where it says. There we go.
If you click on the word longbow underneath the first roll,
Oh.
it'll roll the damage roll.
Oh, right in. Okay.
You kill it instantly.
All right. So yeah, as it shoots, he waves his hand and a magical shield, but my arrow just shatters it into a million pieces, and skewers him.
Dude, I was gonna kill him. It was gonna be wizard on wizard.
Sorry, man. These things have ravaged my
He
whole
took your
life.
glory.
All right.
I've seen the damage that wizards can do.
What was it?
You can't whiz on whiz.
Everybody knows you can't whiz on whiz, man.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's roll a d8. Real quick. Roll one. Okay. Quaker and Trigo, make a saving throw. A dexterity saving throw.
A dexterity saving throw?
Yeah.
Who's Quaker?
I mean, Quaker. Orin. Yeah. Quaker. 7.
Quaker Oats.
Also,
Jody.
are you, where did initiative go?
Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. Sorry.
You can move the window around if it gets in the way
Yeah.
and resize it.
All right. So you both fall as the building beside you explodes. You both fall prone to flaming boards.
Okay. Any damage or anything?
No, you're just prone.
Oh, okay.
So it takes half your movement get up.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think attacks against you have disadvantage, though.
Range attacks.
Okay, so
I got cover.
Chunko, it's your turn.
All right.
Be careful, Chunko. The city's falling apart.
So
Wait.
no more wizard. Just a couple of ranged dudes and 5 melee guys, right?
Right.
Get those range guys, bro. Because
And a dragon in there.
Yeah. A little matter of that.
ignore the dragon. We can't do shit to it.
And my movement is 25, right?
Right.
Short little
I'll
dwarf
take the
legs.
guys with swords.
There's a guy with swords.
Um, all right. Let's see. Let me go ahead and cast. I guess I'll firebolt the range dude. This guy right here is I'm gonna target. A crit.
The one on the right or the one on the left?
This one.
The top one.
Yeah, top one. All right.
It's all
Nine fire.
That kills him. How do you want to kill him?
I don't know, man. It's just I just want his head to catch fire and explode.
Okay, his head catches fire and explodes. So does that conclude your turn?
Yes.
do we get a little blue X across it? Or maybe a red X for fire?
Oh yeah. Well, I can only do blue, unfortunately. Or can I? There we go.
It's burning. Goblin corpse burning right now. And I'm underground
All
with my
right,
breath.
so it's Doric's turn.
I throw a hand axe at the closest goblin.
All right. Is that like a 30-feet weapon and disadvantage on longer feet?
Yes, it is. So I got a 16. Does that hit?
16 hits.
Actually, 16 plus 1, 17.
17.
So 6 slashing damage to him with my hand axe.
Which one? The
Closest one, this one here.
All right. He takes 6 damage, so that leaves him up. He looks like he's really badly hurt. Whoops. Gotta stop doing that.
Is the smoke obscuring the area or not at all?
Not at all.
Okay.
All right. Orin, it is your turn.
Yes, it is. Okay, so I am gonna first get free of the rubble.
All right.
I'm moving to do that.
Yeah.
And do I still have half my move?
Oh wait, I forgot to roll. Roll 1d8. 1d8.
Is that after everyone's turn?
Yeah, after everyone's turn, I roll a d8. Okay.
I thought it'd be once per round or.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's a big if. Let's see. Yeah, I say that miss you. The building right here explodes. No, not that one. The other one, the one below it. And yeah, and so it explodes, and then nothing happens. So now we go back to your turn, Dorg, or Dark. No, Orin. Oh wait, I have to do it twice.
Why? Because you didn't do one for Chunko?
Yeah, I didn't do one for Junko.
The houses are explosive. Be careful.
I guess they're made out of wood. This is why you invest in stone houses.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this one this one explodes, and nothing happens. But you guys, except there's rubble on the ground, and it. Yeah.
Does that cause difficult terrain moving?
Yes, it will. Yes, it
How
will.
far out?
20 feet.
From the house?
Yeah, from the house.
Okay.
So it'll be. And.
I'm assuming that's on both sides of the street.
Yeah,
Yep.
both sides of the street.
Oh boy.
And
That's
I'm
all
assuming
because
Earthquaker is also moving through difficult terrain?
And what?
Yeah. That I think.
Or Orin?
Yeah, Orin will. Yeah, Orin is definitely moving through difficult terrain. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get a beat on him. Can't get a beat on him. So. Spells. So I'm gonna do a Mold Earth cantrip to move some of the trouble out of the way. We'll move a 5-foot square because I haven't got range on these guys. So I don't know how the earth around me. I'm gonna clear it around, at least around my actual hit person.
All right. So you move the earth around you.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
He's sweeping.
Correct.
All right, and if that concludes your turn, it's the goblins' go.
I kind of imagine you do the thing from that Mickey Mouse movie where brooms start coming up and start sweeping.
Fantasia, is that what it is?
Fantasia.
And they're going to be moving this way. And now we're at the end of the turn round. The dragon blows his breath again.
Oh, did you roll for my building?
Oh, yeah. So the way it works is every time I roll either an 8 or a house that's already been destroyed, the dragon blows his breath again. And it also blows his breath at the end of the round. So, sorry about that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right, so that part's electrified there.
Yeah, and let's do it. Yeah, let's do it like this. All right. So we're back in the top of the initiative order. Shergold,
Okay.
it is your turn.
Now, is the rubble giving me any cover, like
Well, I
half
think
cover?
Oren just moved the earth, so I think you're probably clear of the rubble now.
Oh, I wanted to actually use the rubble as cover, but
The move
not,
Earth is only 5 feet.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only by X.
So I'm actually
Okay,
going
that's
to
where
remain
that-
prone and kind of use the rubble as cover and shoot at the goblin with the bow in the back. It'll be at disadvantage, but
Yeah.
it's worth a shot. Literally.
You hit.
All right. Oh, and then thanks to Peter, I know all I have to do is click that. Ooh.
Well, 10
Although
damage.
that's-
It's 10 damage, but not plus the 6. But yeah, you kill him. You shoot the bow. It fires. It goes right through him. And it's like with a strand force. It's like.
Okay. And then I would use my move to just get up, but I'm still going to remain behind cover there and just kind of cover my companions. Follow their lead, whatever they do next.
All right. All right. So we go to Chunko's turn.
It seems like so which one is dead now?
I
Archer.
forgot to draw him dead. The archer. So all the melee goblins are around.
They're in a
And
nice
then-
little clump.
And then so the yellow scribble is rubble.
Rubble. The blue scribble is
And the-
lightning. Unless
Is
it's
it-
an
is that-
X. It's electrified ground, basically.
So if we touch it, then we're screwed.
No, not necessarily. You would have to make a saving throw, and if you succeed, you have half movement. If you fail, you lose all your movement.
Okay.
So it's worse than difficult terrain.
Pretty much.
And this dragon, he's flying around, or is he just hanging out back here?
He's flying around. He's not even paying attention to y'all. He's just circling around, just blowing his breath at random places.
All right. What is your plan, cousin?
Oh, I'm going to try to kill these guys up here. Once I get to them, which might take a couple days.
Couple days, yeah.
Couple of days.
Unless someone could shot put me over all these obstacles.
Well, they'll have to come over them too to get to us.
That's a good question.
What are the rules on running jumps?
What are the rules on dwarf tossing?
Well, I guess you would have to make a strength throw, and then you would have to make an acrobatics check to see if you land on your feet.
I can roll with it. Just hit the ground.
Can I pick up my cousin and throw him past the electric?
Sure, yeah. Make a strength throw.
Are you down with that? You down with that, Peter?
Sure, why not?
But he's a
I don't
wizard.
think you're going to make a strength roll, but sure.
All right, I'm gonna try to. Is that like a athletics check?
Yeah, I guess that would be an athletics, and then Peter, you would have to roll an acrobatics to see if you can land properly.
Well, let's see if I even need to roll acrobatics.
Maybe stunned.
All right,
Maybe
y'all
roll
ready
the
for
next
this?
save.
He might not even get me off the ground.
Yeah!
Yeah, he's just like, "Whoa!" and just throws you over the electric field. Now make an acrobatics check.
13 land?
You tumble and you land right in the electric
You
field.
land.
You land right in the middle of the electric field.
You land on the ground.
No, I'm not that cruel. You land near the end of the electric field. Make a dexterity saving throw. Oh.
Bode well for you.
It's okay. It's okay. I put you right where they want you.
So, that dexterity saving throw, right?
Yeah.
It's done now, right? Do I do it again at the beginning of my turn, or what?
You just
Yeah, 'cause
lose
it's not his turn.
you just lose the movement for this turn, and that's it. You're just partly stunned, and then next turn you can move freely.
But next
Okay.
turn is his turn.
Well, I mean the turn after his next turn.
He's stunned until the end of his
So
next
basically,
turn.
I've lost my turn.
No, you can still take an action. You just have no movement.
Yeah, you can take an action. And stuff.
Oh, I can still do an action? Okay.
Yeah.
So
just
can I take
search.
my action now?
Yeah.
Or-
yeah.
Or is Chunko still doing stuff?
I think it would take an action to do what he
I'll
just
just
did.
I'll just move right to the edge of the electric field.
I'd recommend moving up to the rubble. You're safer to get through that than the electric field.
Was the electric field persistent, or is it gonna dissipate after a while?
It'll probably dissipate after a while, like say 3 rounds.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, I'll go to the rubble.
Yeah, it won't take you 3 rounds to get through the rubble. Especially if you do a dash, you'll get through it in 1 round.
Yeah.
Okay, so since they're not up to me, I'm going to throw my hand axe at them.
Yeah,
Oh man!
yeah,
Nice.
that hits.
And 6 more damage on the same one I hit last time.
The one you hit last time is dead.
Okay, one less we have to worry about.
All right.
That's what you call the cannonball right there, Colossus and Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So which one would you be?
I did the throwing, so I'm Colossus. You did the slashing, so you're Wolverine.
Wolverine. Ah.
I'll be Deadpool while he beats Colossus. Anyways, I guess we're at Dwarek's turn is over.
I already did my
Oren.
turn.
All right, Oren, what do you want to do?
You know you can step through the turn order by clicking
That
the
little
next turn, right?
That little arrow, the right arrow.
Oh. There we are.
So I am going to hit one of them with the frostbite. None of these have been injured yet, right?
Right, none of them been injured.
One of the ones in front I'm going to hit with the frostbite.
All right, I roll a d20.
Yep.
Whoops.
Dang it!
I think he made the save.
Super Goblin.
1d20, yes.
He's like a level 200 paladin aura going.
15, yeah, he makes a save. So I assume nothing happened since this is like a cantrip or something?
Right, the description's up on the spell there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know how to spell it PT.
Yeah, nothing happened.
All right, nothing happens. All right, then we go to the Goblin's turn, who are going to move through the rubble. Oh, wait, I forgot to roll.
Yes, you did forget to roll.
Several times.
Actually, you forgot a couple rolls because I did turn.
Yeah,
Trunco
it's
did a
actually
turn.
2 rolls.
Okay, let's... No.
Orin did a turn. And do you roll on the bad guy's turn as well?
I believe so. 2. Okay, so the ground is electrified a little more. So,
Yeah, there's going to be a point where there's going to be nowhere we can move without
Can you
losing our
electrify?
turn.
Well, not losing your turn, just not unable to move. You
Well,
move
yeah,
hands.
which if you can't move, you've lost your turn, right?
No, you can still use your action.
Well, yeah, but if there's no monsters left and we just can't move.
Well, then we're out of initiative. We
All
just
right.
role play our way through.
Roll.
They're staring helplessly at the blue dragons working.
We'll have to throw each other out of the.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would work if we just punt each other.
All right.
I can't move, but I can throw you.
Do. 1.
If only I had to put on some rubber boots.
Ooh, rubber baby bubber boots.
Wait, 1. Okay, the ground gets electrified again.
There's nothing left of the city. Are we ever supposed to return to the city? There's nothing left of it.
Oh, there'll be something left. Trust me.
Is the Sir Godfrey and Sir Blowtail gonna have anything to protect?
Yeah.
I should. Don't
Yes,
worry.
I've been
the
promoted.
The city's got
The
plot
ruin.
armor, guys.
The ruins of the city.
Say that. All this has got me walls.
Yeah.
Okay, 4. Did I roll that before? Yeah, I think I did. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I did. So more electrify, and we'll just stop there because it's getting ridiculous.
Right, we move on to
All
other
right.
pursuits.
Yeah. Orin, make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, to help you in the future, what you could do is on the GM layer, is put numbers on each of the buildings,
Yeah.
so that when you roll, you know what building it is, right?
Right.
You don't have to count. Just for future reference.
Okay.
Pro tip.
Pro tip.
All you
Yeah.
people watching.
Jody, did you roll a dexterity saving throw?
Like in the death house, I had every room numbered on the GM layer, so I could just look at the number on the room and tell you what was in that room.
10.
10.
The DC for this is 10, so yeah, you save.
Yeah.
So you have like half a movement. All right. Let's see. It's now the goblin's turn, and they are going to move.
Do they do deck saves? Or are they wearing rubber boots?
they're moving for the rubble. And one of them's going to attack
Warwick.
or
The
Doric.
flying dwarf.
Dorgan. Let's see.
Flying dwarf.
Dorag. Dorag Darhard. Darhard. Darhard.
That's a miss. Okay, so Doran, Darkar.
Hargar.
Doric.
Dorag Darhargar.
Hargar. Okay,
He's just clearing his
so
throat.
Suregold, it is your turn.
Alright, so I'm going to leave the cover and move over here.
Did you put two bad guys on top of each other?
I guess I did.
And I will take a shot at
Things are getting
that
hot.
killer.
It's hot. I was figuring they're climbing on top of each other or something.
That will hit. 5. All right. Let's see. Let's see. He's. All right. He looks like he's badly injured.
Okay. And then I'll crouch back down behind the rubble there to just take pot shots at him.
Okay. Chunko. You are surrounded by electricity on either side, and rubble on the other, on your left. So where do you want to move to?
I don't need to move anywhere. I'm ranged fighting now.
All right.
Who's up and who's where and whatnot.
There's 4 goblins around your brother, who's kind of stunned for the moment.
His cousin, man.
Cuz.
What's up, cuz?
All right, so I'm gonna target this guy. That's
All
right here in the yellow rubble.
All right.
Is he the closest one?
Yeah, he's the closest one.
And firebolt strokes goes wide.
The
Boom!
fireball.
Another building blows up.
Actually, yes. You
man.
you miss, but something interesting happened since the only building that hasn't blown up, and in your direction you're shooting. So this one blows up, and all the goblins have to make a saving throw.
That's one hell of a firebolt, man.
That's one hell of a critical miss.
18. They all save. You just dodged the rubble.
Yeah, but it's all right now. Rubble.
They were so expecting that.
So,
That must have been where we were keeping the fireworks.
Hey, bro. Hey, cuz, you want to move up?
Can I move up? Let me move to.
yeah, you can move through the rubble, but there's also electricity on either side.
I can get to right there.
All right. All right. Dwarig, it's your turn.
Oh, does the building go up?
What was your question, Jody?
Does the building blow up?
Does a building blow up? Let's
Is there
see.
any more rolls?
Roll 1. Actually, that building's already blown up. So the dragon's gonna blow his breath again, and it's gonna be.
Is there a spot he hasn't hit yet?
That's a very good question at this point.
Has any of it started to wear off? More than
Yeah, some of it started to wear off. Like this front area is like
This one was first, if you're counting.
Yeah, that one's worn off.
Yeah, but then he hits it again, so there you go. It's back again.
Okay, so Dwarig, did you go or?
Not yet.
All right.
I am going to swing my maul at. Is any of these guys damaged?
That one right there is damaged. Right beside you to your left.
Okay,
Got
I'm
an
going to
arrow
swing my maul
sticking
at
out of
this other one that's not damaged.
All right.
16 hit.
I would say
12 bludgeoning damage.
yeah, you kill it, but 15 hits. But I would say the statue effects have worn off by now.
Okay.
Yeah, you kill him. He is bloody
No more.
red, dead. Like, so we don't get confused because this is getting crazy.
You've seen Gallagher, right?
You can mark the tokens directly by putting an X on the token. If
Oh.
you click on the circle icon, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I wanted to, I could.
This stream is not only entertaining, it's educational as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There
Or
we
yeah,
go.
you can use skull and crossbows. That works too.
It's like, hey kids, this is how you.
I like the big X, red X myself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Whoops.
That's like what's on his eyes.
All right. For a second there, I thought I did that. All right. So yeah, he's down. There's about 3 goblins left. And Orin, it is your turn. And you have half movement because you succeeded on your dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I'm gonna go get in the rubble.
All right.
So. Here. Then frostbite, the closest one to me. I guess it's the injured one.
All right.
It's a nice little cat. So 2 points set up.
2 points is enough to kill him. So,
Feel the bitter colds of the north as a.
Yeah, so he is dead.
So by the way, I think the frostbite is actually is not a strength save. I don't think. I think it's a different attribute.
Well, either way, he fails. So.
Con save. It says right there.
Oh yeah, the text says con save. Yeah.
All right. So there's 2 goblins left.
Oh, but I need to change the spell setup. That's all I can do on my turn.
All right.
3 left. Let's get that out of here.
2 left. 2 left.
Oh, 2 left? I said it's C3.
Well, that's because Jody killed the other one.
Okay. I see a blue X over one. I thought he just got struck by lightning, not that he died.
Yeah, that's before I learned about the red X.
So this one is also dead?
Yeah, that's dead.
Okay, so there's 2 left.
Also, if you click on the token, I believe, right-click or something, you can move it to front. If you want to... How does that work again? So if you wanted to move it in front of the squiggly line stuff, you can move tokens up to the front.
I can also just found out I can move the squiggly lines.
There, I fixed it.
Whoops.
Can I use that? And I'll check something else.
Now let's move this lightning.
Yeah, how do it might be an option in the menu bar. I forgot.
Yeah. So there's 2 goblins left, and I have to make 2 rolls that I forgot to make. pretty sure that's... There's like nowhere left to deprive. Except maybe here. Yeah. And another roll. Two's already been blown up, so get ready.
Yeah,
to
if you
hit.
right click on a token, you can go. There's a menu pops up, and you go to the bottom. There's a two front option.
Yeah. Okay.
If you want to move tokens above the squigglies.
All right. So tokens above the squigglies. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Or move the squigglies to back.
Okay. That's Orin's turn. It's the goblin's turn, and they are one's gonna move to attack you, Pete.
Okay.
One with this spear over here. He's gonna attack with his scimitar. Well, he doesn't really have a spear. He just shaped like that. 8. That's a miss.
Misses.
And the other one's gonna attack Jody.
How'd Jody go in front?
Because he moved.
Crawling.
Carefully making his way through the rubble.
That wasn't a smart idea.
Yeah, that's roll 1d6, I believe. 1d6. 3
You should
damage.
be able to click on the scimitar, right?
Oh, really?
3 damage.
Really? Do I just click on scimitar? Oh, 7 slashing. Oh, yeah, you're right. But I guess well, we'll do the 3 because the 3 was first. But 7 slashing? Oh, or I did it wrong.
Because it includes 2 for strength.
Oh, 2 for strength. Okay, yeah.
So it would have been 5.
All right, so yeah, so Jody, I guess you take 5 damage. Whoops.
Okay.
And Sheergold, it is your turn.
Alright, Suregold sees a goblin bearing down on his new friends. I am going to sprint up the rubble to get a bead down on the one facing off against Orin and fire my longbow at it.
That's a crit.
Ooh, crit.
How do you roll a crit? I guess
You
I
click on.
Yeah, and
No,
that's
it doesn't break.
that's enough to kill it.
So yeah, the arrow just comes streaking down. The goblin flies off its feet, landing with a thud on the ground. And I wink at Orin.
All right.
Raven now for that fancy word you told me earlier.
Thanks. Hit that. But
My
still,
pleasure,
that was
y'all.
not enough.
Sure, Gold. Are you gonna leave me anything to kill?
Nope.
It's not a contest, man.
Yes, it is.
No Smiths. Goblin on top of goblin. But
Okay, Chunko, it is your turn.
Who's left?
The one goblin in front of Dorogar. Or did he kill him already?
There's one in front of me. Yes, he's
Yeah.
kind of hard to see.
Yeah,
Standing
he's
underneath.
power.
yeah.
If you can get rid of that red
There
pencil
he
in
is.
X,
Yeah,
you'll
there he is.
see.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So right here? So I can move right there?
Yeah, he's right here. Yeah, yeah. Like right here in
There
front
you
of Dorogar. Yeah, there you go.
So is it okay? Is it okay if I move right here? That's what I'm asking.
Are you moving from the rubble?
5, yeah. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4, and then over here is 5.
All right. What do you want to do?
Are you going to hit something?
Mighty
Sid?
Wizard.
Con save.
Thunderclap. Doesn't that push him?
No,
Okay.
but it makes a 100. It makes a 100 a sound that goes boom.
He saves.
Big
Ah.
clipboard.
And then you see your cousin holding his hands over his ears. It's like, ah!
Who farted?
It was that ale I drank earlier.
All right. So next is Dwareg. It's your turn. Well, that hits. 11. That kills him.
I smush him.
How do you want to kill the last goblin?
I actually I kind of do like a golf swing, and see if I can get his body to clear over the building.
Roll an athletics check to see if you can make him over to the building.
He's teeing up for a big swing here, folks. He's on the 18th hole.
Yes. Yeah, definitely makes it.
Golf clap.
Actually, that would be that roll, but yes, close enough.
Crowd is really excited by his
Yeah, close enough.
showing on the greens today.
So, you guys, the dragon flies away and is going into other parts of the city. Strangely
Now he
enough,
leaves.
the dragons decide to leave, but they.
It was my thunder that scared him away.
It looks like this was more of a raid than a siege.
Like just a show of force.
Pretty much. And as you all leave, you now exit the city. You find yourselves.
Can I collect any arrows from this goblin?
Actually, from the goblins, you each find 5 gold. So that's 8. So that's 8.
Did those archers have any arrows on them?
Yeah, they have some arrows on them. I say 5 each.
Okay.
And you find 5 gold on each of the goblins. Let's see.
I'll have to give these arrows back to him the next time we meet.
40, yeah. So you guys.
We all level, right?
Yes, you do level.
Really?
Yeah, this is a
First
kind of
level's so easy.
Well, yeah, yeah. First level's easy. So you all level up to level 2, and you manage to get out of the city before the raid ends, and you watch it as there's this blaze and so forth.
Oh,
and
man!
You find yourself running through the woods.
Ooh, I like that.
Taking cover.
La la la.
So let me know when you finished leveling up your.
So are we doing experience, or are we just doing stage leveling, or?
We're doing milestones leveling.
Milestone.
Well, let's see here. What does range get? D10 hit points? I'm gonna take this standard. So 5.
Yeah. So you guys are
6.
How late are we going?
10:30. So you got some time for till at least for probably maybe I should say this counter to the end. You travel through the woods, and you do see upon this, and within the forest, this tall crystal sort of pointing to the sky.
A crystal pointing to the sky?
Is that my tower?
Yes, it is.
Man, is there going to be
Tower of White
anything...
Knuckles.
It's actually known as the Sunstone Tower as its nickname, because of the way this stone shines, lights up when the sun hits it.
Ooh, I get a fighting style and spells.
So
I should probably take...
yeah, so you head to the tower, and which Chunko, you know this is strange because the way these towers work, unless they're specifically in a city or something, they usually have magical charms or protection to keep people, outsiders, from coming in. For you guys to find your way to the tower so easily means you're expected.
Ah, okay.
Wait, did we set out specifically to come here?
Yeah.
Chunko did. Chunko did.
Oh,
So
okay.
let's go there before we head out.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And you are now in the. As you walk and enter the tower, you see a Sylvanesti elf, which Doug, your character knows, as being an elf, that these are the most racist of all the elves.
The most racist of all the elves?
Well, they're not very tolerant of other races. They
So that would kind of...
they kind of think themselves. They kind of think themselves better than all other races, basically.
So I would probably advise them, like, careful, man. These guys think they think their poop don't stink.
And
As we all know, poop stinks.
and you know her name to be Ladine. Chunko, you know her name to be Ladine. She works she's sort of the receptionist at the front desk. And she goes, "Yes, are you expected?"
Apparently we are, because we found this place a lot easier than we should have.
And she looks at the rest.
My-
She kind of like props herself proper and looks up, and it kind of looks kind of down over you guys and sees that there's other guys. She's like, "Oh, I suppose the headmaster of the master of the tower is expecting you."
That's right, Chunko Dar Hargar.
Do any of y'all else want to say anything, or?
This isn't my bag, man.
Yeah, this is all on the wizard. We're just his allies.
So, do you want to
Where your
stop?
body-
This is my posse.
Do you want to stop at any other place in the tower, or do you want to head straight up to the top to the headmaster of the tower?
What are some of the places that we could stop?
There's the classroom, the library, the library, your bedroom, and but there's a great hall, but that's reserved for meetings specifically when they are being questioned by the council of the white wizards of this tower anyways. So, do you want to go to?
Is there anything I need to get out of my bedroom before we head out? Like,
That's up to you.
Backpack,
There's really
like-
it's just personal belongings. And
okay. Let me grab my little black book.
Okay, so you head to
That way I can call the ladies, when I'm feeling lonely in the...
As you head to your room, you are greeted by your rival and roommate, a Colonesi elf. Where are you guys? Did I put your tokens in?
5 o'clock.
Did I put your tokens in this one?
Yeah, we're at 5 o'clock.
Oh yeah, there you are, and you're greeted by a Colonesti elf, whose name is. Hold on a second. Let me look it up real quick. Valander. And he goes, "Oh, I did not expect you so soon."
So the city was recently attacked, was raided.
I saw, but I don't know how that affects us mages. We're not in the war yet.
Yes, but that means that the enemy is becoming more bold and we may soon get drawn in.
If you say so.
So you better check yourself before you wreck yourself. These are my homies.
You brought outsiders here.
Yes.
Hey, man. Just because you're my roommate, it doesn't mean you're my landlord. If I have my cousin and others that I want to bring over to my pad, then it's cool.
Oh, really? Expect more dignity from a mountain dwarf. If they have any dignity, and just kind of walks off.
I'd expect more tact from a what kind of elf is he?
Qualinesti.
You
A
know
Culinacea.
that, Doug, you know these are the least racist of the high elves, but they're still got a bad attitude toward other races.
So I said I'd expect more tact from a Culinacea, but then again, you've never had much.
Yeah, don't expect much from these guys, man. Roommate seems like kind of a dick.
Yeah, so you grab your stuff, you get your little black book.
And by the way, as he's leaving, I say, and it's called Leviosa. Remember that next time.
He just takes his book, it's like, and just throws his cloak over himself. It's like, and just walks over to his bedroom.
Damn, dwarf friend. You guys seem to have some pretty nice digs here. What's up with that?
Yeah, but the only bad thing is the satellite reception sucks.
So, so you get some
Kind
personal
of blue dragons
belongings.
flying around.
You get some personal belongings. Do you want to head straight up to the?
I would like to go to the library,
All right.
and real quickly, I want to see if there's any way I can do some sort of research to see what I can find out about that photograph and that journal that the knight was showing us earlier.
Yeah, you go to the library and you look all over the place, and you're there for like what seems like hours, and you don't find anything on it, which tells you like what Doug knows, which is either this thing's fairly new or very ancient. So it would have to predate the war, and may even predate. For all you know, it can even predate an event known as the Cataclysm, which is when the whole world of Kryn shook when they turned against the gods. But you don't.
Okay, so not much to find here then.
Yeah, there's not much to find. But
all right, let's go on up to where I was expected.
Okay, so you go to the. You go to the. Oh, whoops.
I know it's up to you.
Come on.
And we got an elf too. Maybe your Sleeping Beauty.
All right. All right. So. You arrive at the top of the tower, and you're greeted by a. You're greeted by no. You're greeted by the master of the tower. Her name is, I believe, is Aileen. Yeah.
I was gonna say, come on.
Aileen,
Hello.
and she, you see a beautiful tower, room, with a circle of runes around in the center, and you see these white robed figures all standing around in guard, which you know are mage hunters, which they hunt down those who do not practice the moon magics and take the robes, but rather those who use primal magic, which is more chaotic and out of control.
Okay.
So,
Chungo knows that, but we don't.
Yeah, yelled on, but he knows this. And she sees, and she greets you and goes, "Oh, Chunko! So good to see you! How wonderful! Please, come here, come in.
All right. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fine. what you know about Aileen is that white robes take in 2 specialities and specialize in 2 schools. It's not that they can't take other schools. It's just they specialize in these 2, aberration and divination. She specializes in divination, so she can do things like prophesize and so forth.
How the gods doing it? That sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Talk before lady.
she greets you and it's like, so introduce me to your companions.
So here's my cousin that I've always talked about. He's actually a squire. And his name is Dwareg. And then I've also got this other dwarf that crawled out of a cave. But we don't hold that against him. His name is Warren. And we've got an elf, and we don't hold that against him.
Dwarf.
Ma'am.
This is one of the friendliest elves that you've ever met. His name is Suregold.
And she just holds out her hand and shakes each of your hands and just goes, charmed.
Actually, I have
Oh, I hope
resistance
not.
against that, but nice to meet you.
Reasons against charm.
I believe you. Might as well.
Am I in control on the other?
She's like, oh, you. Anyways, it's like,
I think she likes me, guys.
so, Chunko, I heard one of the knights of the Rose wanted to speak with you. What did he want?
He actually wanted to speak with all of us. Or I should say, hold on. I say actually he wanted to speak with my cousin Dwareg, and we were just allowed to accompany him. He's thinking about sponsoring Dwareg himself directly to be a knight. So it's really good news for Dwareg. Unfortunately, though, the city came under a raid by chromatic dragons and a bunch of goblins, and several buildings burned. Death in the streets. It wasn't good. We barely made it out. And I thought it was best to come here and confer with you.
Ooh. So she kind of looks at you strangely and goes, is there something you're not telling me?
So do I know anything about her? Like, has she got a way to Oh, she's wearing a white robe.
Yeah, she's a white robed wizard. This is the Tower of the White Robed Wizards. So she's
And she's divination.
yeah, she can do divination and so forth, but she basically just cricked on an insight. So she knows that you're not telling her everything.
And so I would say, yeah, there is something I'm not telling you. There's more that he asked us not to talk with anybody about.
Oh, we're all safe here. You can talk to me. It's wonderful.
Is there anybody else in the room besides her and us?
The mage hunters. But
Yeah.
you can ask her to if they can leave the room if you want to talk to her.
Yes. I ask her for that, and I turn towards my cousin and see if he's gonna give me a affirmative nod or not.
I'm gonna do an insight check on her.
All right, you can. You don't. Well, from what you know of white wizards, these are they're basically considered the goody two shoes of wizard world, but they're basically very pure, and they wouldn't do anything that would necessarily bring harm to anyone or do anything that would jeopardize anyone. They're more helpful.
I'll give him a
than
nod.
Yeah, and she basically seems like a really nice person. That's all.
I'll give him a nod.
Okay, so then I ask if the mage hunters can leave the room and we can talk in private.
They've already left. Yeah, they leave the room, and you guys are right here. Whoops.
So maybe it's best if Dworak explains the situation, since it involves his order.
All right.
With words.
Well, you see, my lords. My captain, my commander, has asked me to look for this very strange, dark colored orb.
Well, it wasn't necessarily a dark color orb. It was basically an orb with black mist swirling inside it.
Okay, a black swirly orb.
And
I can't explain it very well.
She kind of, she
A magic
kind
8
of, she kind of eyes you and looks at you, and she kind of goes, there are many kinds of orbs in this world. Some can boost strength, some can boost speed, but I've never heard of one.
This one
that,
had claws on it.
well, didn't have claws. What you saw in the picture
something.
were two hands coming out of it.
Yeah.
But she's like, I've never heard anything about this. And she thinks about this carefully and goes, and it's like, if it was something new, I would have known about it. So this is something very ancient. Which probably means...
In fact, the home he referenced was very, very old and ancient.
Yeah, she goes...
And I didn't see anything in our libraries about it.
Well, that's because it's probably most likely not what you're looking for is probably, and she kind of hushes and gets to her seat and puts her hands down and goes, what you're probably looking for is probably not a magic item, but a magical artifact.
Don't they trust?
Sure, I like art.
That's just, yeah.
Artifact, and which means its powers and abilities are probably unimaginable. There's no way.
Doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Doesn't seem to. There's no way to predict what exactly it does. It can be anything, which could mean great danger. And I have come to tell you all the great warning, because one of the Dragon High Lords, known as the Lord of the Marsh. Now you guys can roll history checks on this one. Is looking for you. Ooh, a crit.
The Lord of the Marsh.
The Lord of the, Pete, you know the Lord of the Marsh as the Black Dragon High Lord. Junko, you don't know anything.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah, you know of the Black Dragon High Lord, and what you know about him is that, unlike the Dragon High Lords that like to take prisoners and slaves, this guy doesn't take any prisoners or slaves.
Siri was telling me about him.
Yeah, he murders everyone he sees. He's
very murderous.
He's basically just a force of mindless destruction.
How did he? What set his sights on us? We're nobodies.
Because
apparently
he's
looking for the
also
orb.
looking for the item.
So you knew about this item already before you asked me.
I didn't know. I know you were looking for something, and that he was also looking for it and after you because you were also looking after it.
So you knew that he knew because he knew that you knew that we knew.
I knew something was up, but I trusted you to tell me the truth, Chunko.
Man, for a secret mission, this doesn't seem so secret.
I'm telling you. So this Knight Goody, this Knight Big Shot here, instead of defending his town more properly, he was more worried about this ancient artifact. By the way, he mentioned to us that under no circumstances should we activate it. I'm not sure.
That's probably wise, Chunko, because we have no idea what its abilities are.
My concern, though, is I'm not sure how much of that was because of concern or because he doesn't want us understanding the true nature. And I'm concerned then why he would want or need this. Sorry, cuz.
But, well, I imagine once I've known of, when I know of Lomarak, Sir Lomarak, is that he is a noble man and does things to what he believes would be beneficial and good for the greater good. So I don't believe he would have forcefully put you in harm's way unless he believed you were doing some good for the greater good.
That's good. I'm just
I
always
think you
worried
figured
when
nobody would miss us.
I'm just always worried when somebody talks about being something secret, and then everybody knows about it, and then it's forcing us to potentially lie to those we trust.
But, and she goes, she hands you a small prism crystal. You may want to note this down in your inventory.
Okay.
You see the circle around this room.
Yes, it looks like a transportation circle.
Yes. When you get the item, I want you to activate this, and it will teleport you immediately back here. No matter where you are.
That's incredible.
What's the
I am the
activation? How do I activate it?
I should say.
And she tells you.
Please say
to
that I
hold it.
that I tap it and say beam me up.
She tells you that you hold it up in the air, and then you say the magic words, and make sure your companions are holding on to you.
Hold on tight.
Hold each other.
For the transport.
For the
But
beam
she.
How does it work, man? How
But
can we
there's-
get
Say the magic words. You say the magic words and say, Scotty, beam me up. Boom, you're here.
But I also came here for another reason. I must feel I warned you. I had a dream,
Okay.
and I feel these
And
are
I was-
one of my premonitions, if you will. That if the Lord of the Marsh gets a hold of this item, I saw the hull of Antelon burn.
Well, anything that's going to help these dragon armies is definitely not something I want to do. I don't want to see happen.
So basically, she wants you to. She notes that she wants you to, for safekeeping, bring the item here. And when she looks around for her, make sure her mage hunters are disappeared. There is something I must tell you, and this may be a little against what the order stands for.
Okay.
But I've come across a man who is very wise in the old lore. And he is not of a rogue wizard. His name is... He told me to tell you that his name is Thak.
How do you spell that?
Thak.
KJT. That.
H-A-K-O.
Yeah.
Taco. He's old school.
He's old school.
But
He's from several editions of Majory ago.
I don't
So he's
know.
so he's one of those primal mages?
He's the one who... No, it's more... He may... It's strange. He does not wear a robe wizard, but I don't think his magic's necessarily primal. I don't understand it, but he is a man who knows things, and knows things about us, and he knew of your coming here, though I must warn you, he is a bit absent-minded.
How do we meet this guy?
You'll probably run into a man yelling at a tree. It's probably him.
Hates trees, huh?
That's okay because we've already got a guy that yells in the caves. So, and I gesture towards Jody.
I'm looking at the stonework around the room. carefully observing.
So, is it okay if we step outside and just test this prism to see if it works?
I'm afraid I only have enough power for one use.
Ah, okay, I see how it is. Alrighty.
We'll just have to trust her, man.
Okay.
Is this a human
One
woman?
of
I
them
didn't
gets
catch that.
flinched along the way.
Now, if we get in a bind and we really need to get out of the place pronto, can we use it just to get a recharge when we come back? Guess not.
Yeah, it's a one-use thing because although I am master of the tower, I may be powerful. I am not that powerful.
We'll do our best.
that's
Is this lady a human? I didn't catch that. Or
Yeah, she's a human. Very beautiful, red hair.
And I'm in her dreams.
You're a lucky man, Chunko. We'll do our best, milady.
She thinks of you more of the little brother you've been friend zoned.
Not if she's dreaming about me.
It's like Dan Hartman.
That's it.
So yeah, she notes that, and she also notes that Felwarn that there is a place where there's also another option to find out more about this item. There is a secret library on the way in a city called Tarsus that may have a book on it, because it has a lot of books on the old ancient lores and ancient magic artifacts.
Okay, then that should be our next stop, Tarsus.
Tarsus is way down there, so. But she bids you adieu and shows you out of the tower herself and walks you out. Walks with
They
you.
shoves us out of the tower on the top floor, like, "Wah!"
So I couldn't help but say over here something about not liking primal magic. Not just on the walk over here, I learned some primal magic. Am I gonna be in danger?
No, you are a ranger. You see, and this is how magic works in this world. It's a very deity-heavy campaign setting, so any magic that prays to any class that prays to a certain deity, like yours does, a ranger Habaduc or something like that. Habaduc?
Kiri Jolith?
No, Kiri Jol's the fighter one.
Oh, is he? Oh, okay.
Yours is the Blue Phoenix. Oh yeah, the Blue Phoenix. Habakkuk. 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 The Kingfisher. But yeah, you get your magic from him. The primal magic is where you don't get magic from the gods. But the problem is it's more chaotic and out of control.
Oh. To be honest, milady, I just learned it, so I'm kind of figuring it out as I go.
Yeah, you would see normally wizards who don't wear the robes are primal magic users. Sorcerers are primal magic users.
Alright. Oh yeah, that sounds cool. Habakkuk.
Yeah. So you all are shown out to the tower, and as you go into the woods, you are... Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Pete.
Yes.
Since you rolled the natural 20, you also know that the Lord of the Marsh is a dark elf, which is a elf that betrayed and learned the dark magics, and is a magic user in armor.
Okay.
So as you're traveling through the woods, you are greeted by a mysterious hooded figure who goes, "Ah, we've been expecting you," says.
Are we healed up from before?
Yeah, you're healed up.
Okay, I didn't know if this was like same day, just a little later or whatever.
Yeah, I think we leveled up, didn't we?
Yeah, y'all leveled
But
up.
yeah, I didn't know if we healed
Yeah,
up.
you spent some time in the tower, so you've been there for a while, like in the library, looking for books
Oh,
and
okay.
stuff. And he's like,
You leveled up by reading a book.
my master would like to treat with you.
Now, where's this dude?
He's you don't see him yet. Well, he's in a black hood, kind of a hooded figure, and
we're just like out in the wilderness traveling.
yeah, and he goes.
Yep.
He wishes to treat with you. You probably heard of him. His name is
Mustafa.
Aranis.
Slugworth.
Ironic?
Aranis. Aranis. Pete,
Doesn't ring any bells.
Pete, you know this name.
I know this name.
This is the Lord of the Marsh.
Hey, Lord.
Oh.
Wait,
No,
isn't that right?
this is the name of the Lord of the Marsh, is Aranis.
Oh,
So this is the dude that's actually got it in for
Dragon.
us.
Black Dragon Hallowed, man.
Yes.
Well, first of all, freaky dude. I'm kind of
Why are we
taking
so
it back,
easy to find?
especially in
Ranger.
the. I can't believe this guy snuck up on me in the forest.
I think someone put a secret tracker on us.
We need like some pass without trace going here, man.
The ranger.
So, he goes, my master, which is to... And you recognize this hissing sound, Doug. You can't place it, but you know the sound of... As it is one of your favorite enemies.
Okay.
Which is...
A draconian?
A draconian.
Well, let's see. Knowing what I know, I'll say he wishes. Well, any master of your folk is not someone we want to but I want to speak with, and I'm actually gonna draw an arrow. I'm not gonna shoot it, but I'm obviously not interested in talking to this character.
So as he says that, he goes, "So be it." He rips off his robes, and then revealing in full armor, full armor and a full armor with a sword, and he's not alone.
Wait, so first of all, thank you for not flashing us. But if we do want to see your buddy, Mr. Big Shot Slugworth Aranis or whatever his name is, how would we get a hold of him exactly?
I will take you to one of his generals. We are to have you treat with him.
Treats? Slugworth's offering us treats?
And now,
man.
Pete, you know
I
this
don't
is
trust this guy.
Pete. You know this is strange because he doesn't treat with anybody. He seems to just kill and kill some more. But for him to do this is very weird. But he's not the type to make a deception. Like, he's very upfront about when he kills someone. He's very upfront about it. So he probably really wants something from you.
Yep. I kind of get that. Hey guys, shall we hear the dragon out and then kill him? Wait, we're probably not killing the dragon.
I'm about 2 seconds away from letting go of my draw hand here, man.
Right.
Sure, I guess we could just mess these guys up.
So, since Pete just said that, roll your attack roll, Doug.
Initiative,
Alright.
you mean? Shouldn't we roll initiative?
Yeah, roll initiative.
Yeah, that's fine initiative.
And,
Oh, I didn't have a thing.
Not the best time to do crits, though.
It's just a taste of what's gonna happen.
What guys are there?
And, sadly, I have bad news. That's where we're going to have to end it for tonight.
Oh, nice. Cliffhanger.
Du-du-du-du.
What's going to happen next time?
Yeah.
Next time on Dragonlance 5e.
Dragonlance.
Do the adventurers stay alive, or do they all perish? Ah!
Oh man, draconians and everything. This is cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Dragon
sadly,
High Lords.
sadly we have to end it because it's 10:20 and I doubt we can do this encounter in within 10 minutes.
We can stretch it out if you want,
Sounds
man.
good.
But it is an exciting place to stop.
Yeah, it is.
that's great.
Quick announcements. So this is going to be a bi-weekly stream. So next week is going to be Desert Desolation, right, Aaron?
Yeah.
Yeah. So which you'll be DMing, and then the next week after I'll be DMing again with Dragonlance 5e.
Or we could take a vote.
You want to continue playing this next week?
Actually, I
Aaron
want
wants
to
to
continue
avoid
DMing and I
DMing.
want to continue playing. So either one.
I know what you mean. It's just like it's fun playing, but it's fun DMing too.
I'm really like my barbarian on the desert one.
Yeah, both
I'm
these
having
games
fun.
are fun.
All right.
I'm still trying to get in character for Doric.
Yeah. So
I just don't have a good character for him yet.
Yeah. That's, I guess, if that's all our announcements. Thanks for tuning in. This is Zerift signing off. And say bye, everybody.
Bye,
everybody.
thanks for hanging out.
Bye, everyone.
All right.